A very good morning to everyone. So this is keeping healthy part 2 video, and in this video we are going to discuss about different types of diseases. There are three different types of diseases, that is deficiency disease, communicable disease and non-communicable disease. First we are going to learn about what deficiency diseases. So, vitamin and minerals uh, keep us healthy and protect us from bad microbes and germs. Even though we need small amount of vitamins and minerals daily, we can get sick if we do not get them. An insufficient supply of vitamin and mineral in our body causes certain diseases called deficiency diseases. So, diseases that are caused by the lack of some particular nutrient in a person's diet are called deficiency disease. So, the table lists some deficiency disease caused by the deficiency of certain vitamins and minerals. Here, first one, vitamin A. Lack of vitamin A gives us a loss of vision, which is called as a night blindness. The symptoms of this disease is poor night vision and having a lot of vision problems and loss of vision in darkness, and sometimes it tends us to completely loss of vision. And then vitamin B, it gives us a disease which is called as beriberi. The symptoms of this disease is weak muscles and a very little energy to work. If we are affected by this disease, we feel very tired on that time. Then vitamin C, scurvy. Scurvy is a disease which having bleeding gums and which creates a wounds in our mouth. And then vitamin D, rickets. It's the symptoms of this rickets is bones become soft and bend in legs and hands. Calcium, bones and teeth decay. The symptom of this disease is weak bones and tooth decay. Then iodine. Lack of iodine gives us a disease called goiter. The symptoms of this disease is glands in the neck appear swollen. Iron gives us a anemia, which gives a weakness to our body. Next one, communicable disease and non-communicable disease. Germs or microbes are tiny organisms that we can't see with naked eye. They cause disease in our body. These diseases spread from one person to another person, and they are called as a communicable disease. And the deficiency disease cannot spread one person to another person. Therefore, we call these types of diseases a non-communicable. Then, how do communicable diseases spread? So, microbes are present in the contaminated air. Contaminated means which is infected and impure air, and water and food also. When we breathe a dirty air and drink unclean water or eat contaminated food, we can get sick. So, let us see how these germs spread. First, microbes spread through the direct contact and air. Microbes that cause disease like flu, cold, and tuberculosis, which is called as TB, get into the air. And when the infected person sneeze or cough, the germs can also get into the clothes or other particles used by the infected person. When healthy person touch these things, they can get infected by the germs. In this way, the germs spread through the air and direct contact, and then spread through food and water. Contaminated food and water may contain microbes. These microbes are passed into the body of the person who consumes contaminated food and water. And germs that cause cholera, jaundice, polio, typhoid, and diarrhea are often spread through the contaminated food and water. Then disease spread through animals. Some diseases such as malaria, dengue, and plague spread by mosquitoes and flies. If a female Anopheles mosquito bites someone with malaria, the germs come into its mouth parts. Now, if it bites a healthy person, the microbes get transferred into the person's blood and cause the disease. And plague is the disease which is spread by the bite of the flies. These flies are carried by rats. And flies also spread disease when they sit on the stool or a dirty place. The microbes from these flies get stuck into their bodies. When these flies sit on the uncovered food and water, the microbes contaminate them. And then we are going to see preventing the communicable diseases. There are many ways of preventing communicable disease. Some of these are mentioned here. First, sunlight and heat. Sunlight is a natural disinfectant. Disinfectant means which something that kills the germs, and it kills the microbes. Wash bedsheet, mattresses, and clothes that an infected person has used and exposed them to the sunlight. Heated food till it boils or crisp frying also kills many microbes. And then clean water and food. Water can be made safe for drinking by boiling or chlorinating and using water filters. Clean and germ-free drinking water will keep you safe from diseases such as typhoid, jaundice, and cholera. Inculcate these hygienic habits. Wash hands frequently with the soap and water, especially before and after eating. Dirty hands and nails carry a large number of microbes. And then we should wash vegetables and fruits thoroughly before you cook and eat them. Imagine through how many hands or places fruits and vegetables might have passed before they reached you. Remember to start with the farmer who grows them. And then always we should keep the food covered to prevent flies from sitting on it. And then we should store food and water in clean and covered containers. And then preventing breeding of mosquitoes and flies. Mosquitoes breed or lay their eggs in the stagnant water, which is standing in one place for a long time. So, we should keep the water tank covered. Then, we do not let water to collect in ditches and drainages, pots and vessels, and also the coolers. And we should repair or prevent water leaks from taps and air conditioners as well as coolers. And we should wear full sleeved shirts and trousers. And then we should make sure the drain and sewers are clean. If you see them uncleaned, and inform your elders to get them clean. Ask the elders to get your house and neighborhoods sprayed with the insecticides regularly. And then vaccination. Vaccination is the act of injected person with a vaccine to protect him or her from the disease. Vaccines are available for diseases such as polio, cholera, typhoid, and jaundice, measles, like that. And then we should keeping healthy and food by following some steps in our regular life. We should eat a balanced diet and we should choose a food that is rich in roughage and eat food items made from whole grains and eat a plenty of fruits and vegetables. They protect us from the diseases. And we should do the exercise regularly as it makes you bones and muscles stronger. And we should get enough rest and sleep well.